Hi, I'm Joyce.
Hi, I'm Allie.
How are you today?
Good, how are you doing?
Not too bad myself. So we spoke on the phone earlier, and I'm a senior therapist at Sam's IBI clinic for the past 3 years.
Okay.
And so today I'm here to teach you a bit about the Picture Exchange Communication System, also known as PECS, and I'm just going to go by that. It's a bit long and
Just a little.
yeah. So I'm just going to bring out some of the materials that we're just going to use during this session. Oh, there it goes. Okay. And here I have a package for you, just so with some of the relevant information that we're going to be going over, so that you can just follow along as we go through it. Okay. So, like I said before, we're going over the Picture Exchange Communication System, also known as PECS, and today I'm just going to tell you why we're doing it, and I'm going to go through the steps of how to implement it, and the level at which Sam is, so that we can just get you into the system, and then teach you how to communicate with him. So let's just dive right in. So PECS is an alternative communication system. So what that means is that it is used for individuals who are nonverbal, such as Sam, to communicate his wants and needs to a communicative partner, such as yourself. So PECS is comprised of a system that utilizes pictures instead of words to communicate. And the reason why we're teaching you here today is so that you can communicate with Sam in the school setting. And by training you how to communicate with Sam, it can reduce his frequency and challenging behavior that he may exhibit because he can't communicate with you. And so the goal is just for Sam to be able to communicate with other people and the staff in his school. So Sam is currently in stage 4 of PECS. So in total, there is a total of 6 stages of PECS. And so he's at number 4. And so what stage 4 would look like is that here we have a binder that is similar but not the complete version of what Sam would have. And it consists of a sentence strip and an I want card. And then inside of it, it has different things and items that Sam may request.
Okay, so it's all individualized?
Yeah, exactly. All
awesome.
These PECS binders just made for them so that they have all the things that they would ask for. And so I'm just going to explain a little bit about what Sam would do and how he would ask and how you would react and such. So we have the sentence strip and the reinforcers. And so what would happen is that Sam would come and approach you when he wants something, maybe 2 feet or so. He may or may not tap you for attention. And then afterwards, he would have a sentence strip along with the I want PEC. And then the packed with the item that he is asking for, right?
Okay.
So in this scenario, or in the sentence strip, it says, I want Welch's. So what would happen is that he would rip the sentence strip off his binder.
Okay, so it just comes off.
Yeah, exactly. It's like Velcro, so it's just really easy for him to just take off. And then he would hand it to you. And then if you were Sam, this is a really important step, is that you face the sentence strip towards Sam, and so that he can read from left to right the sentence that he requested for, and this is just so that he is acknowledging exactly what he's asking for each individual PEC, right? So what would happen is that you would read a sentence, and during the sentence, you would point to each PEC that you are reading at that time. So when you say I want, you would also point to the I want PEC, and then when you say Welch's, you would point to the Welch's PEC, and then that's just acknowledging, like I said before, exactly what he wants. So after you say the sentence, you would give the whatever item that he requested immediately to him, and then say, oh, here is whatever the item is, so here's the Welch's, right? It's a lot of information. Are you getting that so far?
Yeah, so I just have one question. You said that, immediately, once he asks, you need to give it to him.
Right.
What about if the item isn't, you can't have it right now?
Right, that's an awesome question, because, like, that definitely happens all the time. Like, you know, school settings, you never know if you will have it. So, just gonna give you an example, if Sam requests something like, oh, he wants to go for recess, right? And obviously, it's not always recess all the time. What would happen is that you would acknowledge that he asked for recess, and along with the stuff I said before of saying, like, I want recess, doing the pointing to the pec, and then you give him a reason why that you are unable to give a recess, and, like, it just, no one really wants to be told no without a reason, right? So you can be like, oh, it is math class right now, so, we can have recess in 20 minutes.
Okay. And
then you're just acknowledging and telling him when he can have access to whatever he wants, right?
Okay, yeah.
So, like, does that make sense?
Yeah, thank you for clarifying that.
Yeah, for sure. So, do you have any more questions before we just, like, really go through, like, a bit of role-playing so that we can get a bit of practice?
I think I'm good now. I'll definitely have some after the role-play, but
okay,
after I see it
that works. So, I'm also gonna have a little procedural checklist, and that's just, like, it's not too, like, serious. Sorry. It's just, like, a list of the steps that we already talked about, and then we're just going to check off yes or no. Okay. Just gives you and I a bit of feedback on the things that we can work on.
Yeah.
And such.
Okay.
So, if you just want to go over our little role play,
it's just right here.
Some information before we actually get started. So, I'm just going to start off with me being the staff, and then you can be Sam, so I can show you what it can be like.
That's perfect. It'll be good to get, like, a visual of it. Alright, I think I am good to go.
Sounds good.
So,
hi Sam, what do you want? I want Welch's. Here are the Welch's. So one step I forgot to mention was that although, like, this shouldn't occur too often just because Sam knows this step, is that he should put away his pec once he's done with it.
Okay.
So if he does not do it approximately, like, 10 seconds after receiving the sentence strip back, you can just give him a little reminder and just be like, oh, Sam, put your pec back into your binder.
Okay.
Like, it shouldn't occur too often just because he already knows this stuff.
Oh, that makes sense, yeah.
But yeah, so that was, like, an ideal scenario of what would happen if you have all of, like, the items that Sam requests. So now we can just go through a scenario where we don't have it.
Okay, so I can just pick any one.
Yeah, exactly. Just give you a little, like, idea of what would happen.
Alright. Go with this. Alright.
Hi Sam, what do you want? I want lunch. Nice asking for lunch, but it is right now math class. We can have lunch in 30 minutes. So, if you saw what I did there, I acknowledged that he did ask for lunch, and then I told him the reason why he couldn't have it right now. So, like,
okay.
Yeah, does that make sense?
Yeah, I do have, like, as you can see, a daily schedule.
Right.
Am I allowed to, like, kind of, like, point to it and be like, it's, like, math right now, like, lunch is next or something?
Oh, yeah, of course. Like, visual schedules are great. I love using them, and I'm sure, like, Sam would appreciate it.
Okay.
You could definitely just use it to, like, it just helps him prepare, like, oh, this is going to be, like, this class or lunch, right?
Okay, perfect. I wasn't sure if I could, like, kind of go off there.
Yeah, you think you're ready to practice and reverse the roles a bit?
I can try.
Okay.
So that's for you, then.
And then here are the items.
Hi, Sam. What do you need? Alright. I want Welch's. Here's the Welch's, Sam.
Okay, you did, like, most of the steps really correctly, but one thing I wanted to point out was that you had to give the sand strip, right?
Of course. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so everything else was done correctly. You pointed to the peck, and then as you read the sentence, and you also turned the sentence strip towards Sam, which was
I remember that was a big one.
that's a big highlight. But yeah, just like everyone forgets. But like next time we can just remember to give the sentence strip back to Sam.
Might help him a bit.
Exactly, like he might not be able to ask for something next time. So then here we can do the practice run just to like make sure you get the steps down. Okay.
Hi Sam, what do you need? I want Welch's. Here's the Welch's, Sam. Nice asking.
Yeah, so awesome job. You like hit all the steps completely,
awesome.
And then you fixed the feedback that we just went over.
Yeah.
So that was really great to see. So like awesome. I think now we can move on to the next scenario.
Okay.
And so then here we're just gonna do the next scenario.
Hi Sam, what do you need? I want lunch. Nice asking for lunch, but it's science right now. We'll have to wait. Science is next.
Okay. Yeah, that was awesome. Like you hit all the steps again. Like that feedback really just like stuck in your mind. So we'll just go through the procedural checklist and then go over like what you did correctly. So you took the sand strip out of Sam's hand. You turned it towards him, and then you read and pointed to the peck as you read the sentence. So like all yeses for sure. And then you gave the item to him immediately. Great job. And then you also gave him the sentence strip back. And then in the other scenario, you acknowledged that he did ask for it, but like you told him the reason why. So like that was a really key component of it. So excellent. Yes for the entire procedural checklist. So that's awesome. So there's one question I kind of want to ask you just before.
Okay.
Just like make sure that you're paying attention.
Another test for me.
Just to make sure that you have been paying attention. If for example I did not have it in the if you did not have the item in the general vicinity, what would you tell Sam?
So I would acknowledge like that he did ask it and like show him like on his sentence strip,
Right.
and then I would give him a reason like if it was music he was asking for, I'd give him a reason why it's not available. So music is tomorrow. We have gym today.
Yeah, that's an excellent answer. Like that was the key component. Just really wanted to like stick it in your mind. Okay, and so I think that's really good for now. So you hit all the key components, the procedural checklist. It looks awesome. And so I'm gonna be coming back in approximately 2 weeks just to make sure like you still have the same skills, any questions that you may have. Up to then, I'm also going to give you my business card. Here you go. Has my name, phone number, email.
Awesome.
If you ever have any questions within these next 2 weeks that you want to ask, just give me an email, and then we can just like work it out.
Awesome. I was wondering, would you be able to send me a couple more copies of like this information?
Yeah,
just because we do have a couple EAs that come into the classroom,
right?
And for supplies.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'll send you an email, and so that you can just like give it to anybody else who's interested in communicating with Sam. But yeah, I think that's it for now.
Thank you so much for your
It's
time.
really nice meeting you. I'll see you in 2 weeks.
See you in 2 weeks.
Ooh. Eat.
Joyce, you have to
Thank God.